Hello Cancer, this is Victoria. I'm here with your July tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energies of the month of July. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself, so make sure you stick around for that. So we will begin actually with a quick oracle message, and today I'm going to be using the Whispers of the Ocean for that. One of my favorite decks. I didn't travel much with it because it's quite heavy, to be honest, but I do have it today. So although I'm on the road again but it's a road trip, I have a car, so it makes things so much easier. So this reading for Sun, Moon and Rising Cancer. By the way, happy birthday Cancer, this is your season. If you're watching this for a sun sign, please make sure to watch the videos for other placements as well. Of course, appreciate your likes. If you're new, check out the description box for the content, for the information about my content and services, and subscribe to the channel. All right, what do we have for Cancer in July? We are actively in Mercury retrograde. It's gonna last for another couple of weeks. And then, of course, there's going to be shadow period. So basically, the energy of July is very much impacted by it. We also have the North Node going into Aquarius, so it's moving away from Pisces. And that's also a big shift, probably actually a reason for a separate reading, which sometimes I do for this kind of big transit. So I might do something like that. I'll speak more about what North Node is all about. It's connected with your mission and purpose in this lifetime, and yeah, we're moving on from a more philosophical and sort of like belief system sign of Pisces, figuring out where your values are, what your connection is to the other realm, to to the beyond, all of that. Now it's moving more towards, it's still vast, it's still big, but it's more about how do I create an impact, right? What is my legacy? Those are the questions that Aquarius is asking, that energy is asking. So Cancer, your oracle message for the month of July is look at the underbelly. Look how beautiful this is. It's like from a Little Mermaid movie or something. Be sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine-tuning, so bring more discipline and structure. Make sure that you're not just stalling, or that your mind is not scattered on a lot of different things at the same time, right? It's important to stay focused and to understand where you are in the, in whatever that roadmap or that plan is for you. Okay, for the main read, I'm going to be using the Spellcaster's deck, another favorite of mine. Also haven't used it for a while. Two cards just kind of glued to my finger, so I had to get them out. Look what they are. We have 4 wands right off the bat. We have Justice. This is Libra energy. You could be dealing with a Libra. And we have 7 of Pentacles. So this is for your personal space. I'll speak about it in a moment. For your career space, you have the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. We have Queen of Swords, could be an air sign you're dealing with, and 2 of Pentacles. And then finally, the message, the advice from the universe is 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. Look at all these pentacles, Cancer. Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's really time for you to act and to kind of to grow some roots, to ground your energy somewhere, so it's not just, kind of like up in the air, or it's floating, or it's something ephemeral, like an idea that you have, or a feeling that you have, like a passion towards something maybe, right? But this is about putting, what is it? Putting your, I don't know, like acting on your ideas, essentially. I'm not gonna do the cute quote. I'm just gonna go with that. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you've had some troubles either lately, or you're visiting the past pain, because somehow the current situation reminds you of it. And it's not exactly the same. It's not like you're saying to yourself, oh my God, this is happening again. But it is familiar in its setting, in the context, right? And you don't want to repeat the past mistakes. So there is a little bit of anxiety there. That's what I'm sensing. But I love these cards that you have in your personal space. For once, and the Justice are beautiful cards in terms of building a long-term connection with someone. And I know we're saying Mercury retrograde isn't the best time for it, but it doesn't mean that it cannot happen. For some people, it can actually be a catalyst to speak your truth and to bring something to the surface that has been lingering somewhere underneath. With Libra wanting to have a balanced relationship where it's where we are considering both of our situations, feelings, context, criteria for success, values, right? It's building something together, something strong. Usually for once is about romantic partnership, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be, this is a personal space. It can be a close friendship. It can be connecting on a new level with a family member, right? But this is soulmate stuff. This is somebody who you both feel a pull towards each other, right? And that is happening for a good reason. It's something beautiful, especially with the Justice here, something beautiful can come out of that. Or you can see it can be something, the storyline can be something like, I've been unhappy in love for a long time, right? And now this is like the karmic rebalancing is happening, and now I'm finally meeting a person where the relationship is easy, communication is flowing. We don't get angry or, upset with each other for no reason. We talk about it quickly and we can solve it, not build up resentment. Like all of these things, like suddenly turns out it can be easy. And with Seven of Pentacles, it is about planting seeds for something beautiful in the future. So even if this is new, know that there's going to be a lot more that will come out of it. If this is an older relationship, then know that you're planting seeds for something new and beautiful to develop here, right? If you thought that was the end of it, the end of the road, or this was as good as it's gonna get, know that it's gonna get better. Actually, this is only the beginning of the new phase. For your career space, you have the Hermit, Queen of Swords, and Two of Pentacles. You may need to take some time for yourself, take some space to reconsider your strategy, to see where your true loyalty lies and what is it, why did you start this project in the first place, right? Why did you get this job in the first place? Why were you attracted to it? It's important that you're not trying to kind of sit on two chairs, or, they say have a cake and eat it too, right? Where you're trying to kind of be in both camps on both sides, kind of like I like this, but I have some worries about this situation, right? But for now, I'm gonna see what happens, right? I'm kind of gonna take action in both directions, right? And then we'll see what happens. Be very careful with that, because it will exhaust you, and if anything, it will not give you good results in either of those directions. So it is important to take your time and go within and find where your loyalties are, not just based on what it is on paper, but based on your values, your general priorities in life, where your heart lies, because there's usually a connection in a great recipe for a great business or work situation. You marry the mind and the heart, but both are involved. It's not just everything is decided simply in your mind. And finally, for the advice, we have all these pentacles, but you know what? The Ten of Pentacles is about building, the best life as you see it with someone else. Possibly with more than one person, if your family consists of more than two people, one. But it's important to start with looking out for yourself and understanding what is the definition of that happiness for you. With the family, without the family, what makes you happy? What do you want to bring into your life and bring more of into your life, right? And start taking actions in alignment with that. Don't worry too much about this, especially if money have been a problem, or building something committed and stable with someone has been a problem. Don't worry about it too much. This is coming, this is gonna happen. But you need to start with building for yourself and building yourself up, I would say, where you're understanding where is your better version of life is for you, and taking decisive steps towards that version of reality in alignment with that identity. Important words. Rewind and listen to that again. In the meantime, we have a message from your person. So what does Cancer need to know? What would their person like to tell them? 4 of Cups, the Lovers, and 7 of Cups. Yeah, your person definitely doesn't want to miss an opportunity with you. They know that there could be other opportunities out there, but they are pretty solid that you are what they want. They also know that you will have options out there, and they don't want you to be, what's the word? Essentially, you know, swept away and by someone else, right? They want you to be, to know that they are committed, to know that they have a lot of feelings. They do have some doubts, or there's some uneasiness in their heart. It could be because of your previous relationships, could be because of theirs, right? But there's history there that makes them feeling a little bit uneasy. And if you feel guided, definitely you can talk to them about it, but just know that they're very serious, that they want to have it all, even if they don't show it on the surface, but they're just being cautious about how they approach it, right? They are getting to the point, though, that they know that if they wait too long, they will miss the opportunity, and they don't want that to happen. So that will kind of push them towards taking action, if that is necessary. If you're already with that person, that they definitely want to have something deeper with you. There's an area of your life where they know that the both of you can have something better together, right? And they want to have this because they realize that it's actually quite important for your mutual happiness, success as a couple, for your family life, you know, whatever is relevant for the both of you at this point. Okay. So I hope this message was helpful, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. And until next time.